Hey guys, it's time for another vocal quick tip with Bethany Joy. I'm Bethany Joy, and this one is all about seamless singing. What do I mean when I say seamless singing? Well, let's get into it. Men and women both have register breaks. Unfortunately for us ladies, we have from 3 to 4 register breaks. Men usually only have 1, if any at all. Even though that's totally not fair, it's okay. There is a way to learn to go from the lower part of your voice to the upper part of your voice very quickly, very seamlessly, and without an abrupt volume difference. So let me explain it, break it down a little bit more for you. Basically, a register break is when you're going from that lower part of your voice to the upper part of your voice and you hear a little bit of a crack or a shift or it's kind of shaky. So often people avoid singing in their falsetto or they avoid singing in their full voice based on what you feel you have more strength in. But we want you to use all parts of your voice and be able to transition smoothly from the lower half to the upper half. So that's what we're going to work on today. Again, it's a process. The exercises that I'm going to give you today are only going to guide you in the right direction in regards to seamless singing, but I promise you if you practice this, it will get easier and easier. One thing I want to add is that chest voice and full voice are the same thing. They're all in the same register. And falsetto and head voice are the same thing. So if you hear me refer to any of those or you've ever heard anyone else refer to those, just know that chest and full are the same and falsetto and head voice are the same. So here's the exercise to help you in the transition. Often, this particular style is used in country and also used in folk music. Many people have learned to control the break, and that's where you hear that kind of flicking or yodeling type sound that you often hear in that type of music. It may sound something like this. Yeah! It's going from that full, more beefy sound into that sweet, angelic sound. So I have many register breaks. I'm one of the ones that has about 3 to 4 register breaks. So I'm going to do the exercise that I want you to work on in the first place that I have a register break. So this is going to be in the lower range. The exercise I'm going to do is actually a scale. Sounds pretty simple, right? But when working through register breaks, sometimes it can be pretty frustrating. So the first thing I'm going to do is sing it through full voice all the way because I've learned how to control it through a register break. Here I go. Often where people find the problem is they try to do a scale without proper breath support. So it's easy to do it correctly with proper breath support. I'm not going to have proper breath support this time, and you're going to hear where my note shifts. Here we go. You heard it. I know you did. On my 7th note, that's where my first register break is. So, first step, put the breath behind it to make sure that that crack doesn't happen. Or step 2, transition sooner. Don't transition on note 7, transition on note 5 or 6. I'm going to demonstrate. You barely hear it because I'm scaling back and I'm taking pressure off of my vocal folds for that transition to be as abrupt as it is on note 7. I scale it back, I transition on note 5, and it doesn't sound as harsh. If you don't believe me, go back and listen to it again. So, you're like, is seamless singing that easy? Yes, if you practice, you have to be diligent to apply the concepts that I am giving you, and you will be doing it flawlessly in no time. You don't just go run a marathon not having strengthened the muscles or practice running to build endurance. It's the same way with singing. You can't master a concept unless you're willing to work at it and practice and strengthen the diaphragm and also strengthen those vocal muscles. So practice, 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 and practice singing scales in different parts of your register, okay? I did it in the lower part, but I have 3 other breaks. So what I do is I practice scales throughout the break, scaling back the note where the transition would be, and it makes for a much more seamless execution. Practice what I tell you. Take those action steps. Let me know what you think. Did it help you work through a song? Because we always do exercises first. We master exercises and then we apply it to song singing. All right? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Go back and watch some of the other videos. Comment, let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next week. You can't conquer. Here's step 2. That would be 4.